Alright, so we're looking at the warrior versus the hunter matchup.
Ooh. Hey, War Axe. And it looks to be Dragon Warrior. Still unsure of Hunter.
Yep. Alright, so...
Oh, there we go.
We see an injured calf here.
So that means he's the Camel Hunter? It could have been a hard decision.
Yeah.
It looks like... Ooh.
He picked
up a huge toad.
Yeah.
But what? Oh, so did he coin that out? Or did he not want to play the Fiery Bat there?
I think he actually coined it out. Oh, actually, no, he was on curve, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did have 2 1-drops. So yeah, we missed an entire turn.
Yeah. Okay, so we do see the camel actually coming out. Unfortunately enough, the injured cavalier is actually in hand, so it doesn't feel too good actually playing this. Probably just a fire bat that's going to come out with his stack. Oh, another one!
Another one. So 2.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I plan on playing the Korkan lead here, just straight off one of the 2/4s. And then you can
It also allows him to kill the second as well,
Yeah.
which is really good.
Yeah.
Because then it plays around the Houndmaster.
Mm-hmm.
And that Houndmaster would have like immediately killed the Berserker and even possibly gave him more board position in the process.
Mm-hmm. Seaman is actually able to develop quite a pretty good board to contest this too. Like, as long as ChrisW doesn't trade into the Fire Bat first, which can potentially actually hit the 4-1, wrong here.
I wouldn't be too surprised that we're going to see Electro as a champion, probably a Blood to Ichor, and then the Hero Power to kill off the Fire Bat. But yeah, go ahead and attack first with the 4-1, so if it does die to the Fiery Bat, you're not super punished.
Mm-hmm. Does it actually kill it? Oh man.
Oh, with Electro as a champion. So choosing to save the Blood to Ichor, probably a good call.
Yeah, you can also complement it with the Black Wing Corruptor. Oh, you can't, just because he doesn't have a dragon.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I mean, eventually they're gonna draw a second dragon.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh,
hey,
there we
speaking of
go.
the devil, and probably the best one in this scenario too. He's about to be really far on board. Like he's gonna push his opponent down to what, 16? Yeah. So just a hero power away from making Crusher active. Oh, sorry, 17. Still pretty close when you have so much power on board. The Corruptor being a 4/5, and the Bloodtaker actually got value for a 2/2.
Yeah, that's
so
definitely true.
I wouldn't be surprised that we're just going to see him go face here.
I like going face.
That's
just so much damage, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that even punishes this, or even comes close to punishing this, is like double unleash.
Yeah. And Call of the Wild, he can't even play Call of the Wild anytime soon either, so he really has nothing to really contest this right away.
Yeah. Like maybe Houndmaster could do work, but yeah, he didn't draw it.
Yeah.
Like the Hunter deck has a hard time against aggressive decks like that, so a bit probably like he was hoping not to get that matchup, but now we're gonna see Shaman versus Shaman, and ooh, that is an interesting tech card.
Yeah.
And also Healing Wave. Okay,
Healing Wave, yeah.
Right, Healing Wave and Ooze, like those are two very
interesting cards.
Yeah, maybe this is a Reno deck, you know.
I feel like this is a mid-range deck, but he just teched in the Healing Wave.
Teched in the Ooze as well, like. Yeah. That's
interesting.
Really...
It's interesting. He did come
maybe
this far,
he's just
though.
Focused on. There's the Healing Wave again. Maybe he's focused on killing all the Shaman decks. Yeah, so it's a ban format, so you could choose to play against all the Shaman decks. Rock Butter.
Yeah,
Okay, so he does want his turn 3 for something. He doesn't have anything in the works at the moment, though.
Yeah, that is interesting.
But he wanted to use the Rock Biter, and maybe he picks up. Maybe he plays a lot of 3-drops. Like
like a potential 3-drop, like Tuskar or even Pharaoh Spirit.
Yeah, so this could still be a. Oh yeah, it is a mid-range Shaman because.
Any creatures that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Also, this Saban, yeah, I actually feel like it could be Reno, or it could be some sort of
one minion, like no duplicates yet, so it's hard to tell. I mean, it could just be like a control variant as well, that it has a lot of late heals, a lot late game. Like Healing Wave is probably the best heal in this format besides Reno, followed by like Forbidden Healing. Pretty good heal, like a huge heal burst, and you can play 2 in one turn if you really want.
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
that was a big.
Lightning Bolt's probably gonna. Okay, interesting.
He doesn't need to Lightning Bolt this. Like.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
It was just a Tunnel Trog. That was it. Yeah, Stormcrackle. Well, yeah. Out of all targets, the kill with Stormcrackle, it's probably your best against the Shaman. Like, yeah, everything has higher health, like 4 health. Is
And to draw whatever heck kind of win condition he actually has.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go ahead and go with that play. Probably like kicking himself for not killing the Flame Tongue last turn. But I think he did play the right, yeah, totemic. Definitely made the right play last turn. Just didn't work out.
Yeah. Okay,
I think he's probably still gonna be quite surprised to see what variant of Shaman he's playing against.
I think this is also mid-range. This is mid-range. Like playing the Thunderbuff Valiant, it tells me that it's kind of mid-range. G, I guess.
Mid-range.
Okay, so he's able to actually play the thing from below with like 0 mana. This is actually a pretty big board. We don't actually see Saman actually have anything to actually remove this board entirely.
Also play. Yeah, kills Berserker. I like it because he can kill Berserker. That's the one card I'm always afraid of.
I also like it just because there's no RNG in the card too. Just because before Crackle had like so much RNG.
Yeah, that was a bit of a problem for Shaman for the longest. Like you wanted Crackle to actually kill a like 5 health minion, and you're like, oh, I have 2 chances, right?
Horse Rider to hit the Azure Drake and just use a Lightning Storm, or you could just use the Fire Elemental if you want. So you just take a little bit of the slower game to conserve his Lightning Storm for something else. Like he doesn't really necessarily need to rush just because there is a taunt. I like Hero Power. Just look for that spell totem. Oh, he gets it.
And he got it. So he could potentially just kill the Elemental.
Yeah. If it actually rolls low, this would actually be pretty bad. Oh man.
It did roll.
Yeah.
Well,
so
but
maybe he needs to trade into this. Yeah.
I don't know. I think he had time.
Yeah, he
But maybe he's like potentially thinking it's a good taunt creature. It's a minion that says, "Oh, you have to find an answer for me," or he's gonna do damage. But go ahead and go with the Thunder Valiant and Argent Horse Rider, like you said.
Yeah.
Other Valiant, but he also does get the option of Stormcrack on a minion. He actually has the immediate answer to that 7/7 with if he rolls an Elemental Totem.
Oh, let's see. Oh, he did not get it.
Pure mid-range Shaman decks. I don't think I've ever said that in the last like 4 months. It's all been aggro Shaman. But this allows him to... Okay, so he's going with the Feral Spirits and then just choosing to clear the minions. So he wants...
Playing so slow. You kind of expect Thunderbuff Valiant to actually be in the deck, just so removing those totems, actually forcing forcing just a 7/7 alone to actually trade into these taunts, as you said.
Actually, like that was a really good draw. Like just giving him a huge board and setting up for his Thunderbuff Valiant to do trades next turn.
But we do see the Lightning Storm Stormcrack kind of combo.
Yeah, 5/5 instead of using the Crackle on that. And if it's like the Elemental Totem, you set. Yeah, it's just a taunt totem. But he still gets to trade the 1 into the thing from below. If he chooses. If he rolls a 3, he'd be not even gonna
instant.
Not even gonna bother with it.
Yeah, instant concede.
Is not relevant, or it's too high to even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm about to get hit for 12. Wait, this O2 totem is actually preventing me 12 damage?
Okay, so we do see Cthulhu Druid. I like this deck. Cthulhu's Disciple. I definitely like to go for those kind of cards. But interesting.
The idol.
Okay, Living Roots is a pretty good pickup too. Especially now you have the coin. You can actually coin into 2 4-drops. That's pretty good. But I guess like in the Druid deck, you don't really have a lot of early drops. So keeping Cthulhu's Chosen with the coin is definitely not bad. Especially picking up that Wild Growth too.
So what is he gonna do? He's gonna Roots Hero Power. I guess that makes it so that he can deal with the Tunnel Trog immediately next turn before Feral Spirits or something comes down. Which yeah, it looks like he's gonna go with that route.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like he doesn't have that big of plays.
Oh man, this is gonna be pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Totem Golem come down and power up that Tunnel Trog. That Tunnel Trog just dealt 2.
It's not bad, not bad. I guess like it's still manageable just because he's able to actually remove the Tunnel Trog right now. So playing the Cthulhu's Chosen next turn allows him to actually contest with the
Totem Golem.
Yeah. And I guess like Saman only has about, I believe, 2 mana to work with, so that's not quite a lot. Like only being able to play Argent Squire, so he's able to play Cthulhu's Chosen, which is quite impactful to the board.
Well, he gets a hero power. Hero power is always good when you're
Oh.
playing thing from below.
Oh, the taunt. The taunt.
Yeah.
That's good.
Doing Shozens are actually pretty solid against Shaman, right? Like, they almost always have to trade 2 minions into it in order to get it off the board.
And I also think the Shaman itself, like the mid-range Shaman itself, is pretty good against the Cthulhu kind of Druid, but like from what I've seen at the moment right now.
Yeah, this Faceless is just huge. He has no way of dealing with this Faceless. Innervate hero power, and that's just so many resources. That Faceless is going to do a lot of damage.
Yes. So right now, ChrisW, without anything... Whoa, that's a new animation.
Yeah, they changed a few card animations.
Whoa, that's sick.
They also changed the tinning on some of the older cards. The gold cards.
Whoa, that
Because
actually
it's
looks
a little
pretty
bit darker.
Sick. Yeah.
Because you know that they were playing cards like Dark Arakoa. Some builds run out. Ragnaros. So choosing lightning, getting that elemental totem so you can lightning bolt the 3/4 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I would just go face at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. Feels good.
Hey.
Hey, another innovate. Let's see if we can get something
GH.
good. Oh man,
Nope.
doesn't look too
So
good.
he could kill it, but he's currently at 3. Or he's at 11, but 3 power on his opponent's board.
Yeah. So he would be at 8 points of health. So 8 points of health. That's actually that's manageable if you can able to pull off taunts later on. Just because.
Missing 4 points of damage. I would not see him going anywhere else. Okay, maybe you trade the elemental totem into the 4/2, just get rid of one of them. Is there a world where you trade the totem golem as well, or do you just go face?
No, you just go face.
Low?
Just because you can also play the thing from below.
Ooh,
Oh,
choosing to
interesting.
remove the Drake. He does have a 2/4 and now a 7/5. Ooh, Roots is picked up.
Yeah, Roots is being picked up. That's also a pretty big deal too. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, I like playing the Roots here, just moving to 7/5 and playing Sylvanas. That's also a little awkward for Seaman too, but then we will be seeing a Hex. It feels a little bad. Okay, Rockbiter as well, so... Okay, this is actually a little bit interesting. He can actually go for the draw right here. He doesn't really have to rush killing the Sylvanas just because there is a taunt, but he does it anyways. So I guess he's just developing the Argent Squire with the Rockbiter at the moment. Okay, so another Elemental does come out. Ooh, picking with Cthulhu. He can actually use this to board clear right now. I definitely like doing it just because you're at such a low health right now, and Cthulhu is high enough damage enough that you can actually do potential board clear as well. Having the taunt totem alive, it's not bad, but Seaman being able to pick up the Hex right away when the Cthulhu is being played. Oh man, that's actually pretty huge.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That it might be devastating.
Yeah.
If he's playing Doom Colors, that's like serious damage.
Oh, fortunate enough, the Klaxi still will be able to actually pull off its effect off the Cthulhu, even when it's Hex. That's quite good too.
Yeah, this Klaxi is pretty good because it's gonna allow him to kill a Drake. Now, ooh, Healing Wave. That doesn't do much in this scenario. He's at such a high life total.
We did see 2 Hex being played, so if any time ChrisW actually picks up like a big taunt, like Arakoa, or even Ancient of War, it's gonna be really hard for Seaman to actually penetrate through the taunts to actually go for lethal. Because at a 12 health total is actually pretty high if you have taunts protecting yourself.
Well,
interesting. He's saving his Rockbiter.
Well, I don't see a reason to use it there. Like, he's not going to be able to push lethal. I think he might be looking for maybe one of his win conditions, like a Thunderbluff Valiant at this point.
Yeah,
a Thunderbluff Value would be so good, like being able to bump up his totems. Oh, and to trade in the future. Ragnaros, yeah. Hey, there's one of the cards I was mentioning that maybe you want to save a Hex for.
Yeah.
The card's pretty good against him.
Yep.
Gonna make up for a lot of damage.
1/1? Oh no, it hits the face. Oh, this is gonna be so hard for Seaman to actually remove now. Like, Ragnaros is gonna do a lot of work. Like, the next turn, you can just hero power down to 1/1 and possibly just trade the totem to actually go for straight up to the face. Oh man, okay, so going all in right here. Just removing the Klaxi. I guess like that's pretty good too, just because Ragnaros will probably hit one of the targets on board. And you can maybe, like, if it misses, like, any creatures on board, you can possibly just use the 7 damage.
Well, I think he might be. Oh, there's the Thunderblood Valiant. So he lost the Joust. He only gained 7. I think he would be more happy with Ragnaros just hitting face.
Yeah.
Because then the more minions you have, the better your Thunderblood Valiants, your Flame Tongue Totems will be in the future. Maybe he's even playing. I want to call it Bloodlust.
So it allows you to actually win the game because you will be at a higher life total. You'll be a lot safer. But he goes for the whiffs of the old gods. Forget what I said. But if it goes face, it might be a little bit risky then.
Just go into Hero Power, gain that armor.
Yeah.
Every life point counts right now. And where does Rag go? Flame Tongue, probably the best target it could have hit for the Shaman. Like the Shaman just probably yeah.
It's okay. He's gonna get another one with the Tuskar Totemi. Ah, just kidding. Just a taunt.
Or taunt. And that board is just gonna disappear to the whiffs of the old god. Yeah, still so low. It's like always hard. I'm not sure if he's playing things like Doomhammer or not. Maybe he's playing Yogg. It's always a possibility.
Oh yeah, that is also a possibility. Okay, so we might see a Wrath for 1 maybe. I'd like a Wrath for 1 just because you are low on cards. Yeah.
Making it so that he could save one of the wisps as well by doing that. And he did actually pick up Jewel of the Claw, which is pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Most of the Shaman's Burst at this point is going to be creature based, like Alakir or... Well, maybe even like he does play Doomhammer. Like Jewel of the Claw is pretty good here. Do you like you even have the option to charge if you really wanted.
Oh yeah, man.
He's actually he's going with the taunt. Yeah. Definitely playing it safe.
Yeah.
And Rag killing off the yeah.
Yeah.
Druid's really far ahead at this point. Not that many like 1-ups that actually could kill him.